Impact of the new ban list. We're talking about in early analysis. Are Noble Knights dead? Is Desperado dead? Is Banlist dead? Is Star Seraph Dark Lords dead? Is Amazonas a new top deck? If you didn't know, the ban list is right above my head. Let's get into it.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
So quickly before we start, the ultimate upcoming guidance for if the ban list or the skill changes, how it's going to impact the meta, including Rose Lover and Onslaught being used at 3, we could set the duel rooms to unlimited mode so you can abide by the new ban list and not be restricted by Onslaught being limited to 1 currently. We're going to be hosting events. Also, the new box will be included. So new box plus ban list events on twitch.tv/duellinksmeta upcoming. March 6, 1 p.m. EST, $1,400 global event. The best from Japan, the best from Asia, the best from Europe, the best from Canada, Brazil, America, all at one place at twitch.tv/duellinksmeta, 1 p.m. EST, March 6 on a Saturday. Now, March 3rd, 6 p.m. EST, we're going to have a $300 event with the ban list, plus the new box, which is all this. March 4th, which is going to be at 3:30 p.m. EST, a free $50 event. There's no player cap for this event. If you're joined on YouTube as a member, if you're Twitch subbed or PayPal subbed on duellinksmeta.com, you're eligible for this free $50 event. Now, March 2nd through 4th is just going to be the regular stream. As you can see right here, we're going to have $12 free entry 100-player duel rooms with the new box and the new ban list, plus myself will be testing the new box and the new ban list. So now you know that. Let's get into the early analysis. As you can see right here, this is the ban list. Bamboo to 1, Misjudge and Head Judging to 2, which essentially bans it. Onslaught to 3, it was limited to 1. Rose Lover was semi-limited. Now you could play an unlimited amount, 3. And you'll probably be using it in the new plant deck, Rika. So we'll be talking about that in another video. Here are the skill changes. These are the skills. I'm not going to talk too much about Transcendent Crystals, Iron Call, Cubic Seeds. We're going to have to wait until they're officially changed in game. There's no way to replicate them. Otherwise, Master of Destiny, What Grows in the Graveyard, See You Later, Balance, Restart, all of the consistency skills got hit. So if you didn't know, Balance, Restart, and all the other consistency skills, you cannot special summon nor activate a monster effect within your first turn until the end of your main phase. So, what happened? We had a tournament recently called the Meta Freakly. It was using the new ban list plus the skill changes. This is an early analysis. As we said above, all the new events are coming up soon. We'll have more info very, very soon. This is every 1 p.m. EST Friday and Sunday. It is free to join. Again, you have to be a YouTube member, Twitch subbed, or PayPal sub to join this free event. So let's check out that event. What happened exactly? Let's open this up. Boom, bam. So the full deck type breakdown I would like to look at, and my analysis shows that 8 Amazon players joined, more than Noble Knights. That is insane. Double the Noble Knights just because balance was nerfed. But Dkayed, how are you implementing the new balance change? Just as it is changed. You could play balance in my events right now, but you're not allowed to activate nor special summon a monster within your first main phase, your first turn, until the end of your main phase. And I guess Noble Knight players are just looking to other people. What's the best way to play? Or maybe the deck is not good anymore. More Trimids than Noble Knights, more Invoked Neos than Noble Knights. This is devastating. I can't believe this. Water Exceed is well positioned to be the best deck. And it's also potentially receiving new support from the new box. So we'll see how the new box potentially makes Water Exceed, which is already possibly the best deck, even better. But with Amazons being played at 8, top 32, there's none. What happened? Where is the Amazons? So maybe Amazons are not good. Mystical Space Typhoon is coming up soon. That's a poor performance from the Amazon decks. Mystical Space Typhoon, quick play, target a spell on the field, destroy that target. soon. Not even for this event did people have this, and that's going to help counter Amazon's. So that's not looking good. But Water Exceed, best performing. Cyber Dragons, Blue Eyes. If we look at the tier list right now, Cyber Drag Noble Knights not showing up nor performing like tier 1 in this event that we just had. And if we look at Desperado, I had to ban Master of Destiny because there's no way to replicate the skill. The skill says you skip your first draw phase. That's a big deal. So the impact of that basically is you're playing the deck for Cup of Ace, and Cup of Ace is going to be required to at least not start it as -1. So normally the Cup of Ace is a +1, and now it's a +0. Your first Cup of Ace is a +0 because you start at a -1. That's possibly killing the skill of Master of Destiny. So Desperado with Master of Destiny, not going to be played with Master of Destiny. You'll be playing with a different skill, probably with Draw Sense High Level, as I believe we saw quickly as, this Life Point Boost Alpha is being used right here. Interesting, this is a King of Games deck. Maybe Draw Sense High Level, after you lose 1,000 life, you could search for your Desperado. That's a good way, because otherwise, the way to search Desperado was plussing with the Cup of Ace. You Cup of Ace into a Cup of Ace, eventually you're going to have your Desperado, but now you're at a -1, and your first Cup of Ace is literally just to go even. That's a big, big deal. Now let's look at the rest of the top 32. Cyber Dragons, not even top tier, but did very well. Maybe Cyber Dragons are going to be coming on in. Blue Eyes is top tier. Well, actually, whoa, Noble Knights, there was 3 in the top 32. Not a tier 1 performance, but that still looks like a top tier deck to me. Let's see what the Noble Knight deck looks like. Let's check out some of the, whoa. First place, Destiny Draw. We were just talking about potentially using Endless Trap Hell. Interesting. I think this is just a rogue deck doing well. I don't think that this means that this is going to be a top tier deck. So Teller Knights, I see that only 1 made it into top 32. We see Water, expected to do well. Water, Water, Water. Yeah, we know. Hey, there we go. Top 16 honorable mention. Destiny Draw. Very interesting. After losing 2,000 life, you could search your deck for anything. We're abusing the Treacherous Trap Hole to pop 2 cards in the field. Now, some other ideas to possibly play Noble Knights with will be with the equipment skills. Equipment Exchange, which you could use after Cosmic Cycloning. You get to return up to 2 cards from your hand back on the deck, and you put them at the bottom of your deck, so there's no way to redraw them when you're using the skill. That's a very good thing. Then you draw the same number of cards. One of the cards returned have to be an equipment card. So maybe this with Cosmic Cyclone, or Equipment Restock. If you have 3 or more equips in the graveyard, randomly add 1 to the hand, and then the rest go back into the deck. And also, I see some people playing Neos Fusion. Maybe you're not happy about that, but Neos Fusion will be sending a Gwenifer from the deck to the graveyard. Sending a Gwenifer from the deck to the grave to summon your Brave Neos, that's going to be a big deal. So do potentially expect that to maybe be a way to play it. But only time will tell. We're going to have more and more deck lists of Noble Knights as the time goes on. If we quickly check real quick, if we look at Banlist compliant Noble Knights, we have none on the website. So this is what we have so far. We can quickly check the Discord in a bit. So let's move on with the rest of this. After analyzing those results, yeah, it looks like Noble Knights is struggling quite a bit. That's unfortunate, but it's good to see that it's being played with Destiny Draw that did quite well. Now, let's look at decks that are using Balance and See You Later. Are they crushed now? Let's take a quick little gander at Banlist compliant decks using the new ban list as we're discussing the impact of the ban list. So let's search the word balance. Balance right away. We could see that the Trimid decks, it's okay to play Trimids. Trimids don't really get affected by balance, so this is a banlist compliant deck. You don't really special summon your first turn. Not going to be affected. That's very good to see. Noble Knights, yeah, you're not going to be able to play with that. And you can kind of still play it with Satellar Knights, I'd say. I don't know, though. You can't search with Deneb. I don't think I'd play it with Satellar Knights. I think with Satellar Knights, you could say goodbye to that. Yeah, Magnets is a big one. People were loving Magnets. On your first turn, you're definitely going to search with a Magnet. I'm going to say that balance is dead for most decks besides aromas and triamids. Triamids could definitely still use it. And if we're looking at Witchcrafters, if you go second with Witchcrafters, you summon your Witchcrafter, now they could Book of Moon it, now they could Floodgate it. You're supposed to be able to discard Chain to their back row to summon a Witchcrafter. You want to fill up your graveyard, you want to set up with a Masterpiece. So that really does kill balance for Witchcrafters. And I know Triple D, you all are very upset about that too. D. Now this deck's using Beatdown, so if you're a Triple D deck, there you go. Look at a deck like this to replace your balance. I did read your comments. A lot of you were playing Triple D, and now you have a new way to play it. Very good. Now what about See You Later? See You Later, yes. Sure knew he was actually playing this. It was doing well. This is a Anytime tournament, was also doing well in a Meta Weekly. See You Later was good for when you summon a Squire, special summon a Spectral Sword. They Karma Cut your Spectral Sword, okay. Return Squire back to the hand. Just return your Gazuki, return anything. Very good. Even if you get Floodgated, return it. Nice. Moving on. We see that, Titan Showdown, they're not using that. Well, what is See You Later? Why is this in the list here? We know that the Star Seraph Dark Lord deck is not going to be using it anymore. No, I don't think it's going to use it anymore. I think it's going to use Destiny Draw, possibly going to be the new way. We're going to see some other decks that are using it. So this is just a quick little look at decks that we're using See You Later in Balance that are no longer really going to be using it. I don't think that we're going to be seeing See You Later with Ritual Beast anymore. That's quite unfortunate. So now let's move on to the next part of the review. Let's look at some daily $8 tournament winning decks. Now, some of these are quite spicy. Let's go to the Discord, discord.gg/duellinksmeta. You could join this Discord to be notified of whenever my stream goes live. Also, if you are a YouTube member, subscribed on Twitch, or PayPal subbed on the website, you have full access to the full Discord. So let's check out the first place decks. Let's go from the bottom to the top of these ban list compliant decks as they're abiding by the ban list. There you go, Cog Venom with a tournament topping $8 winning Star Seraph deck. Pure Star Seraph with Destiny Draw, no longer playing Master of Destiny, not playing See You Later. He beat Cyber Dragon and he beat Water. Wow, pure stick. So let's move on to another tournament. All right, Blue Eyes, nothing really different there. He won another little mini tournament, $8. He's farming, he beat Cyber Dragons and Blackwings with pure stick. There you go. You have a way to play your stick and chair still. Congratulations. Move on. Onomat, nothing bad happened to them. Of course, they're going to continue to do well. Nothing happened to Thunder Dragons. They're doing well. These are all $8 tournaments. They're winning $8 per win. Onomat. Cog Venom. What are you doing? You are farming money with your stick and chair deck. He beat Water, he beat D-Draw Star Lords. Looks like they're still trying to play Dark Lords. Like I said, D-Draw is probably going to be the way as he's playing it himself, but he's not playing Dark Lords. Hey, there we go. Lord. This is what I'm talking about. Now, while it didn't have a good performance in the Meta Freakly, here's how you may want to build your deck. Holy Guard, so that you could swing your monster in without taking battle damage. That's really good with Amazoness Princess. I love to see that. So that is potentially a good deck, even though MST is on its way. Moving on. Thunder Dragons. We're still banlist compliant. Very good. Onomat. Water, nothing special. More Onomat. No Noble Knights, though. This is kind of sad. More Water. These are so many tournaments. Now, this is where it's no longer banlist compliant. This is See You Later. He did not play it with the skill. I believe this was, before the ban list. So from here down is what we had with $8 tournaments. And that's basically a quick analysis of the new ban list. So let's ask the big questions. Let's have the answers to these questions. Are Noble Knights dead? You could play D-Draw, you could play Equipment Exchange, you could play Equipment Restock. And in the recent tournament, it didn't have a tier 1 performance, but it did do kind of decent. There actually weren't that many Noble Knights. There were only four Noble Knights joined the event and 3 topped. I think people are just scared to play the deck right now. They're waiting for the leaders to lead the way on how to play it. So I'm going to say Noble Knights are not dead. Is Desperado dead? Master of Destiny is dead. But You could play Desperado with Draw Sentai level, plus the Orchestra 2, or play D-Draw, or I guess some people are playing Life Point Boost Alpha. That's fine. Is Balance dead? For many decks, yes, Aroma and Trimids could still play it. If you're not a deck that has to activate on the first turn or special summon like Aroma and Trimid, even though Jasmine does love to draw on the first turn, you're just not going to be able to do that anymore. I'm going to play Balance these decks still. I think so. Star Seraph Dark Lord, See You Later skill is dead, but the Star Seraph combo is not dead. You're going to play D-Draw. D-Draw. Get D-Drawing. And Amazonas is at a new top deck. Did not do well in its first event, and MST is coming for all. Quick play back removal. Only time will tell. It did win an anytime tournament, but again, make sure you watch me live on twitch.tv/DuelLinksMeta. We're going to be testing all the changes, all the big events that are coming up. This is the quick look at the impact of the new ban list, which is in full effect. The new skills, the new ban list on my stream and all of my events. Have at it, fools.